Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel if you are new. Hello, my name is V. I post nail tutorials every Thursday and Sunday at 8:15 a.m. Central Time. Getting right into today's video, we are starting off by removing my previous design. If you missed that video, make sure you guys check it out. It was a good one. For this removal process, I am starting off using my rechargeable Efile from Kiara Sky. It is the unicorn one in the speed of 9 to 10,000 RPMs. Along with that, I am using their 5-in-1 bit. This one is their purple color and it is medium grit. It has been my favorite bit to use, so I definitely recommend these if you are in the market for a new bit. I'm just taking my E-file and just gently removing that design. We are only going to be doing a fill on today's video. Therefore, I want to make sure that I am not going too harsh on that pressure, and I am very carefully removing that design. I do not want to remove bulk product. Now, just a quick little update. If you watched the video from this set, I mentioned that I was not going to be top coating the nail art just because I wanted to see how long it would last, and I felt like it would take away from the texture, which gives life to certain nail art. So as you can see, they stayed intact. I had no chipping whatsoever when it came to any of the details of the nail art design. So take my word for it. If you want to leave your nail art without top coat, it will last the entire time. And I promise you, I was not careful with these nails. So again, I'm just going in very gently removing that design, and then we're going to be moving on to prepping our natural nail. Now, typically whenever I am doing a fill, I try to remove the lifting with my 5-in-1 bit. However, I forgot to do so while I was filing off the design. So I'm going back in quickly and just thinning out that acrylic up near the cuticle area to make removing any lifting that I may have just a little bit easier. And as you can tell, I do not have much lifting at all, very minimal, which makes the process a lot easier. So I'm just going in again very quickly. Still, my E-file is at 9 to 10,000 RPMs. Now for nail prep, it is very important that you guys really focus on this, as it will be the deciding factor on whether your nails last or not. I am going in with my mandrel bit. This one is from Profiles Backstage, and I am using their sanding band in the color purple in medium grit as well. These are really fine, so even though I am using medium grit for the sanding band, it is not going to damage my nail as long as I have my E-file at a low speed and I'm keeping my pressure at a low pressure as well. So I'm just going quickly in and gently buffing off the shine from my natural nail. This is going to help prep that nail for the proper acrylic adhesion. You want to make sure you are thoroughly buffing off that shine, as that will help avoid lifting. Now I'm taking my needle bit. This one is from Profiles Backstage. This one is a lot shorter than the one you are used to seeing on my channel if you are familiar with my videos. I am now obsessed with this one. I am going to highly recommend it. It will be linked down below in the description box, but this one is a lot shorter and it works so well with removing dead cuticle from that area. As you can see, it is lifting off a good amount, which if I would leave on there would cause lifting. So you want to make sure you are fully prepping your natural nail. Now, the last part is to buff off that cuticle. I want to leave my skin intact. So what I like to do is take this cuticle ball bit from Amazon. My E-file is at a speed of 5,000 RPM, so we want it on a lower speed. And I am just carefully buffing away that dead cuticle. I, again, am not going to be cutting anything off or nipping anything off. I just prefer this method as it gently removes it without having to use any type of scissors. Now I'm taking my hand file. This is optional. You can leave this process for the end before you get to your nail art. However, I don't know why, I just felt like I needed to do it right then and there. So I'm taking my hand file and reshaping my nails. I'm going in on the sides and then just very gently at the tip, making sure that that shape is nice and crisp. Once again, they do dull out a little bit with wear and tear, which is normal. Now, unfortunately, I am out of my lint-free wipes, so I'm just taking one of my paper towels that I use for my monomer. These are the Viva paper towels, and I'm just quickly using that with a little bit of swipe and dehydrating my natural nail. Now, to fully prep our natural nails, I am taking XXX Bond from Not Polish. This is their primer and my go-to primer. I'm applying that on my natural nail, and then immediately after I am done, I am going in with my acrylic application. My fills are my favorite. I feel like the process is just so easy and quick, and I find it so satisfying seeing the growth of the nail just look nice and flawless once again. So I'm taking about a medium-sized bead of acrylic. This is called Nude Me from Not Polish, and I am placing that way up near the cuticle, gently blending that down, cleaning up any spillage that I may have. So again, near up in the cuticle area, gently blend it down. Always remember to hold the finger in a downward position so that the product flows down and not into your cuticle. For today's video, I am using the Not Polish acrylic brush in a size 12. Along with that, I'm using their acrylic monomer as well. Once our acrylic is nice and dry, I'm going back in with my Efile. I am using my 5-in-1 bit once again, and the speed is back up to 9 to 10,000 RPMs. I'm going in very gently around that cuticle area. I want to make sure that the acrylic is nice and flush to the natural nail. And then I'm just very quickly going vertically up and down the surface of the nail, making sure everything is nice and smooth.
It's too late now to turn around and back again. I made my bed and now I lay my head in it. And I'm sorry I'm not perfect.
I'm taking my hand file once again and quickly filing the sides and the tip to make sure that everything is nice and flawless at this point. That's why I kind of said it was optional when I first did it. So I'm just going in, making sure that the shape is super crisp. Now I did want to mention that if you are using C-curve tips or sculpting your nails, the shape will hold a lot longer than if you use regular nail tips. So if you want your shape to last a lot longer, that's going to be your go-to, and I highly recommend using C-curve tips because they just look so good. So I'm just going to go ahead and finish filing my nails.
Call my bluff, I won't pick up, I let it ring. Record your voice so I can listen back again. And I'm sorry I'm not perfect, but I knew that I wouldn't be. I guess it's for the best, you know the worst in me. sorry, my actions, they haunt me, and I'll never live it down. I'm no good at being good, but I never said I was.
Now very quickly, I'm taking my sponge buffer from Profiles Backstage and thoroughly buffing the surface of the nail. I want to make sure that it is nice and smooth for our nail art application. You want your canvas to be the perfect canvas, and in order to do that, you want it to be nice and smooth. So make sure you are buffing your nails before you go in with any type of nail art.
And I feel misunderstood, 'cause I'm trying hard to love.
Again, taking my Viva paper towel and some swipe, I'm going to clean the surface of the nail with that, just to make sure that I'm removing all the dust.
Being good, but I never said I was.
And for today's nail art, I am so excited to be doing Coco themed nails. If you guys are not familiar with Day of the Dead or Dia de los Muertos, that is November 2nd. And in honor of that day, I figured I would go ahead and create a Coco themed set of nails for you guys. So to start off the design, we are starting off with the frosting gel paint in the color black. These are from Profiles Backstage. If you are new to my channel, these are my all-time favorite gel paints to work with when creating intricate nail art. So I'm starting off by outlining our French design, and then I am going in with my 3D nail art brush or any thicker nail art brush that you may have, and just infilling the rest of the nail to make the process go a little bit quicker. So again, I'm taking my liner detail brush. These are from Amazon. They are linked in my Amazon storefront if you guys are interested. They are from Makartt and they come in a pack of 3, and you have different color options, so make sure you guys look at my storefront. Again, just taking that black gel paint, outlining our smile line, and then we're going to be infilling the rest with the thicker brush or my 3D brush. So I am doing that on the thumb, index finger, and pinky. And of course, do not forget to cure in the light for a minute. If you are in a hurry, go ahead and pop it in there for 30 seconds, but I prefer to do 1 minute to make sure all of it is cured. I'm going in and taking the neon yellow gel paint from Profiles, and we are just using a dotting tool from their website as well, doing some dots for our flowers and then popping that in the light. Now we're going in with the petals. Again, using the neon paints for this, I feel like they would be a lot more vibrant against the black, so I decided to go with these colors. This one is the neon pink, and taking my liner brush from Makartt again, I am just drawing those tiny little petals. Super simple, basic flower design, but I feel like it goes really well with the Day of the Dead and all Mexican kind of themed flower designs. I feel like it's a staple in them, so I had to throw them in there as well. Now I'm taking my dotting tool and doing some more basic flowers. I'm gonna kind of alternate them depending on the nail, and then we're gonna be switching up the colors as well. I am kind of flash curing them in the light for about 15 to 20 seconds just so I can continue to do my nail art. For the next flower, we are using the neon purple, which is such a pretty shade of purple. I am obsessed. I'm going to be doing some more petals, basic little flowers, and again switching them up from nail to nail. I'm going in with some little details, and I'm going to be using orange for that and kind of changing them up again on the other nails just to kind of infill any of the blank black areas. I'm going to be drawing on the ring finger, the Coco, just as it is on the cover of the movie. So I thought that would be kind of a cute little touch to add to this set. So we're starting off by using the neon orange color from the frosting paints from Profiles Backstage. Again, just using my pink liner brush from Makartt. I'm going to start drawing that out. And I'm basically just kind of eyeballing it. I try to envision each letter placed on the nail, and that kind of determines where I start the first letter. So I kind of spaced them out in my head with the exact same size from the first letter, and I figured I would do it right in the center, and that's kind of how I gauge out where the C is starting. And I'm just going in and drawing that. Next, we're going in with the regular orange paint, and I'm going to be doing the O, and then we're going to be changing up the colors for the C and the O, again, just as it is on the cover of the movie. Now we're going to be adding tiny little petals around that O in a darker orange. I just took the original orange color that I used for the O and mixed a little bit of brown into it to kind of deepen it up slightly without making it super dark. And I'm just doing tiny little petals all around. I think in the original logo it's like about 4 petals or 5, but mine's a lot longer, and in a smaller kind of area was hard to do it really round, so we're just gonna go with it. And then for the O, the other O, we're taking the neon blue from the frosting gel paints mixed with the regular blue. So it's a lot deeper blue, and I just mixed the two to make it a little bit darker so it stands out. Doing the same thing, kind of just drawing the petals around the center of the O. Now taking that neon blue, we're going to be doing the 2 little guitars from that logo. I'm starting off with a line, and then we're going to be doing the body of it, and then I'm going to be repeating that again kind of in an X motion as shown in the logo, and then we're going to be doing some petals around to imitate that. Now I'm always trying to find ways to make my life a little bit easier and make the process go a lot quicker. So typically I like to use 1 or 2 brushes when doing nail art. However, I realized that I was taking a lot of time cleaning them off, switching colors here and there. So to make my life a little bit easier, I am using a good variety of nail art brushes for this set. Now I am using the Not Polish Liner Detail brush. They have a really good selection of them, and I love that they are 2-sided. So the back end of the brush also has bristles, and you can use it for nail art as well. So you got 2 options in one brush, which I think is amazing. So I'm just gonna go ahead and be using different brushes just depending on what I'm doing. Again, we're gonna be adding little petals as shown in the Coco logo, and we're going to be popping that in the light and moving on to our middle finger. Now for our middle finger, we are going to be drawing Miguel on there. So we're starting off with white gel paint, again from the frosting collection from Profiles Backstage. And now I'm using my 3D nail art brush to save a little bit of time with infilling that circle and just drawing it all together. I'm not trying to be super clean about it. I will go in and darken up the white if I need to. But for now, I'm just kind of doing a random sketching motion of it, and then we're going to be curing that in the light. Now taking my black gel paint and another liner brush, I am going in and doing the dark portions of the eyes, the nose, and the mouth. taking Latte from the liner collection from Profiles Backstage. These are their fall liner collection. I am using that for the skin tone, and I'm just very quickly drawing the neck and the ears. I am obsessed with these fall colored gel paints because it just adds to my collection. I don't have any nudes whatsoever, so this makes my life a lot easier without having to mix colors to get skin tones and all of that. So now I'm taking a very light pink. I just took white, mixed it with a pink, and got a really light shade. We're gonna be adding some color up on the cheeks to kind of give like the blush effect. And then right after that, I'm going in with the orange gel paint and drawing in little dots. I'm taking the black paint once again, and we're going to be drawing in his hair. It's kind of swooped to the side, so I'm starting off with one side, drawing in kind of portions of the hair, and then we're going to be doing the other side. I'm not doing his full head of hair because we are going to be covering most of it with his hoodie. So I'm just focusing on the areas that are going to be showing so I don't have to layer on a ton of gel paint. Now I'm back in with my white, and I'm going to be doing the center of the eyes and then going in with black and doing the pupil. Of course, as I always mention in my videos, make sure you cure in between when you feel it is necessary. Sometimes you can go a really long time without having to cure, and sometimes you have to cure very often. It's just up to you and what you're comfortable with, and depending on where you are going to be layering on some colors. Now for our hoodie, I am taking the red gel paint and I'm doing one swoop across the top of the head. And then I'm going to be kind of using a deeper toned red, which I just mixed with black. And we're going to be doing different portions of it with that deeper tone just to kind of give the illusion that it's folded and certain areas are a little bit more highlighted, if that makes sense. So you'll kind of see me alternate throughout the sweater drawing process, and that's kind of why I'm doing that, to kind of differentiate the foldings of the hoodie. Once everything is nice and dry, we are going in with our top coat. I'm taking Not Polish Matte It and fully coating my nails, really pressing in that top coat in all of the nail art portions, as you can create some ridges and you want to fully cover that up and protect it. And then we're going to be curing that in the light for a full minute. I like to do 2 minutes just to be safe. Once I'm done top coating and we are out of the light, we cannot forget our cuticle oil. This one is from Profiles Backstage. It smells so amazing. I brag about it all the time. It's my favorite. I'm just generously applying that around my cuticles, and then I'm massaging it very gently around, trying to avoid my nail because we're not gonna want any oily areas on that matte top coat. But that basically concludes today's video. Let me know what you guys think down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys learned a ton, and I'll see you guys next time.